Hello everyone, it is Mrs. P. I'm back. Another hiatus. I'm sorry about that. It's just been a very busy week and I don't know, it's been really hard for me to motivate myself to work on my budget and do the videos while I'm just so tired. This week has just been really tiring. I even took a COVID test this week thinking maybe that's what's wrong with me. But it was negative, and you know, I don't feel bad really. I just am tired. But anyway, I am here to do my final check-in for September. I know the month is not quite over yet, but the end of my September budget was yesterday, which is Thursday, actually Wednesday. Yesterday started my October budget. Let's see here. We've had, you know, the storm coming through. If you are in the path of the Hurricane Helene, I pray that you are safe and there is minimal damage to your property. I am up in the mountains in North Carolina, so other than like flooding and winds, you know, we have sustained very little damage. My son, who is a couple hours east of me, his whole town is flooded. All the roads with bridges, they're all shut down and closed. He tried to get out earlier today. He's 25, so he was curious. But anyway, they turned him around and sent him back home where he should be. I'm glad they did that. But anyway, he said that, you know, it's a mess out where he's at. So I'm just praying for everybody. I know that hurricanes can cause so much damage. I know that, you know, people have lost their lives, and there have been many, and they're currently right now in our like general vicinity. We've got 2 dams that have been breached. I'm not even sure what the right term for that is, but they've had to evacuate people that were like below the dam. So hopefully everybody gets out safe. And so anyway, much prayers for those people in the path. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. This has been a pretty good week. We did spend extra on fuel, and that was only in preparation for power outages. So we filled up all the gas tanks that we own just so that we had gas on hand in case we needed our generator. Fortunately, we have not lost power at all, which is so unusual. When you live in the mountains with trees everywhere, the power usually goes out. Ours, actually, it went out yesterday, but just very, very briefly, and I wasn't even home. I was at work. Today is Friday. It's a optional teacher work day. And I opted out. Actually, my husband opted out for me. Anytime it's an optional work day because of weather, my husband is very protective, and he's like, you are not going into work. So I stayed home, and I'll just take some of my swap time and use that for today. So I've been cleaning the house and getting caught up on chores while we had power. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So, oh, and look, guys, I painted, yes, I'm still wearing Band-Aids. The top of my fingers are completely raw still. Like I'm missing a layer of skin. If I take the Band-Aids off, you can see like the skin has peeled down, and it's like, maybe from the Band-Aids. I'm not allergic to Band-Aids, but maybe that's from that. But my fingers, especially this middle one, this one was the one that was cut the worst. It is still very tender. I can't really bend it at the knuckle, and I don't want to show you because it's disgusting, but it is really, like, it's got a big gap in it. Like, it's just very sore. This one's doing pretty good. This one I can probably go without a Band-Aid, probably start next week. This one's just really taking its time healing, and that's par for the course for me. But anyway, I painted my nails. This is the first time I've painted my nails since Labor Day weekend, because that was when I hurt my fingers. So anyway, I was just happy to get those painted. All right, so our rollover was $1711.99. Mr. P's check came in quite a bit higher than what we anticipated, $1183.58. And other came in quite a bit higher. My husband had a side job. My YouTube pay came in. Probably won't get that next month because I have been very slack on videos. My father-in-law paid his phone payment, and there was another, I don't know, some payment from Venmo, and I'm not even sure what that is. Something probably for my husband, but it was just like 45 bucks. So anyway, the other came in at $438. Even? No, well, I didn't count the change. No, it equaled out even because the change, long story short, that's what it is. All right, $3,333.57 was our total income for the last week of September, which was pretty good. All right, so now with our bills, Apple Music was $11.76, Power $470.82. We have not yet called on this. I don't know what we're waiting on, but my husband will call. Right now they're busy with, you know, fixing power lines and things like that, so we'll wait until next week. At $12.83 for Spotify. Hulu was $26.74. I wasn't even sure what it would be because I changed the plan. I dropped HBO Max, and so this is what Hulu will be now. Discovery Plus was $9.62. It was more than I thought. I thought it was $8.62, but that's okay because I love Discovery Plus. Peacock came in at $2.13. Verizon $424.78, and Apple Storage $9.99. There was one bill on here that I forgot to put because when I looked at my calendar, it came out on the 26th and my budget was through the 25th, but it's still, I'm counting it towards this bill or this budget, but it was the YouTube Premium, and so I didn't budget anything for it, but it was $24.60. All right, so our bills and expenses was $993.27, and that leaves us with $2,340.30. Okay, I'll move that down here, $23.40.30. I took out $210 for sinking funds, $248 for savings challenges. I've not yet done my savings challenges except for my mini Monday. And so this section did not change, $458. And that leaves us with $1,882.30. Okay, so let's go up to our variable expenses. $1,882.30. And groceries, I took out $150. I didn't spend all of it. I'll put that into my Sam's envelope once I do my cash planning. $20 for pets, $20 for household, $30 for Mr. P, $65 for Mrs. P, $20 for Miss P. Nothing for eating out. Gas is where we went over. We had enough gas for my car and my husband's truck, but the $45 we spent filling up gas cans, that was not budgeted for, but it was needed, and you know, now we have it. All right, and you know, winter time, so it's good to have gas. All right, unbudgeted, nothing came out. So this section was $430, and that leaves us with $1,452.30. Okay, so now for the fun part. This is our debt, and this is where we try to get as close to a zero-based budget as possible because we can put everything left over towards debt. All right, so we had $1,452. John Deere came out for $403.15. My student loan came out for $497.82. And that leaves us with extra to put toward our snowball, which was $550. And it could have been like $551 and some change, but I just kept it at an even amount. It's just easier for me. So this leaves us, or this section adds up to be $1,450.97, and it left us with $1.33, which I will just put in the buffer. So that is that. So we were able to put $550 toward our snowball this month, which was great because we've had some, you know, minor things come up throughout the month, you know, to try to make that not happen. All right, so now I'm going to do my check-in and see how much we spent in each of our categories. I've got my little sticky here. All right, so groceries. I got groceries at 2 different stores this week, but both on the same day. And that was on Saturday, I think. All right, so we had Walmart. I spent $107. And the discount grocery store, I found some treasures there, and I spent $20. Actually, it was not like this week, but my next budget, I've spent quite a bit at the discount grocery store. This one was, I think, for steaks or something like that. All right, so let's see here. How much did we spend for the month on actual groceries? So we had 85, 147, 109, 21, 107, and 20, 489. And let me just do this, divided by 4. So we averaged $122 a week. Now there was one long weekend we were out of town. We did spend money on groceries there, but it wasn't like home groceries. All right, so pet supplies on 9/21 at Walmart, I spent $39. And that was not just food items. I had to get some shampoo for the dog. Something else that was expensive was it? Oh, a new container to hold the dog food, because we use this large plastic bowl to store the dog food in the fridge after we cook it. And my husband had put it in the dishwasher, and I had put it on the bottom section of the dishwasher, and so it caused it to crack in the bottom. So I had to get a new container, and I got a really thick, nice one this time. So maybe it won't break. I was thinking about getting glass, but I decided to stick with plastic. All right, so for pets, we spent $51, $3, and $39, which was $93, which was more than the $80 that I budget, but I had rollover, so I didn't actually go in the hole for that. All right, so then I've got household, 9/21 house. We spent $18 at Walmart. So we did really good on household this month. $37. Okay, eating out, we did not do very well, but I mean it's all over with now. 50, 65, and 40. We didn't eat out any this week. So $255, which, I mean, honestly, $255 for the whole month of September, not too bad. Not too bad. And some of that was vacation. All right, so gas, we did spend quite a bit on gas. So we got gas on the 21st. I got it at Walmart for $38. 21. And then 9/23, we got gas for my husband at the, what is that place called? Hotspot, I think. And that was $37. And then on 9/24, we got gas. Actually, I'm getting those flipped around. This was for the gas tanks, and this one was for my husband's truck for $45. I think that's right, because his truck takes more gas than my car does. And then unbudgeted, we didn't have any more unbudgeted, so that was $320 unbudgeted expenses for the month of September. $300 of it was a copay for the doctor's office, or the ER. Can y'all see the flashing of the light? My power, it's wanting to go out. The storm has passed, but this is how it usually happens in our area. Trees start falling down after, the ground is saturated. We have been in a drought, so trees fall and power goes out. So anyway, that is my final check-in. I need to do my budget with me for the October budget. I have already done the budget. I just need to get that set up so I can film it. And I need to do my cash planning or cash stuffing. I've got the cash, I just haven't stuffed it yet. I wasn't sure if the banks were going to be open today, so I went ahead and got it yesterday. And let's see here, what else do I need to do? I need to play those games, and I think I will. I think as long as our power holds out, I'll do that sometime this weekend. So, and our debt update. Stay tuned for that. So anyway, friends, that is all of my check-in. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Let me go ahead and pull the candle over. I don't think this candle will ever burn out if I don't start doing more videos. Nick is still hanging out in there. Nice and comfy. All right, friends. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.